Okay, here we are, Arkansas. We're that's the Ron Coleman store where you sign in. Camping's beyond the trees. This is the entrance, and we will wave them goodbye as they journey in. Let me help them get this down. Here, come on. Okay. All right.
Thank you, brother.
So you've heard the phrase, kid in a candy shop. That's him.
We'll see. We'll see.
All right. Now, I'm not going in with them today. We're going to let the two lovebirds go and find their treasures.
Thank you, John. Thank you.
All right. Looks like you got everything.
I think we do, John.
Okay. I'll take it into the camper. Man waits for no one.
Oh, come on, baby.
Did you get the trekking poles? Did you want to take them?
Nah, I guess not.
Well, we can take one set. Let's get one set.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
I don't know that I'll need them.
Right. Entry take 2. Here we go. Before he blows his top. All right. Off they go. Ron Coleman Crystal Mine. Can't wait to see what treasures they bring back. So we'll film that, and then we'll dig tomorrow. See you soon. The Sims have been digging for about 4 hours, and sadly, as the slot machines work out here, sometimes you find a little and sometimes you find a lot, and it looks like this time they found very little. He's getting a little discouraged. As the story goes, he was digging in a spot for a long time, got frustrated, got up to move, and when he left, a 13-year-old boy came along and started finding thumb-sized crystals right where he was at. So I'll show you a couple of the items that Mrs. Sims found. This one's a real pretty one. See if you can see that, how clear. Nice. And a little bit smaller, real pretty. A little longer one. Yeah. So they stopped for lunch, take a break. They can go back in all day long for the one price. And that's what they're going to do. And then tomorrow, we're all going to go out. Let's see if we can't fill more than the bottom of the barrel. All right, stay tuned. Okay, exhausted, tired, but well fed. Take 2 on day 1. Better luck this time. As you saw, they barely filled the bucket, so they want to go back and get more. So better luck this time. All right, there they go. Through the amazing archway. All right. Okay. His fingers crossed or prayers or whatever. Johnny was really discouraged. He wants to find the big one. So hopefully when I come back, I'll be showing you his excited face with a big one in the bucket. All right. Let me know in the comments if he finds one. Well, you'll see in just a second. All right. This is day 1 at Ron Coleman Mine. All right. Beautiful overcast day. Day 2 of digging. This time it's me and Johnny. So here we go, heading for the famous entrance. There it is. Not too many people here this morning, Sunday. It's just after 8 o'clock. Looks like there's just 3 teams out today. We make number 4. All right, we'll show you what it looks like going in and everything.
That's a pretty good idea. You walk through the archway there.
Yeah. Kind of looks like some dystopian apocalyptic movie set. Keep expecting some type of strange zombie to come over a hill after me.
Can we pull it some, John? I can now.
Yeah, sure. Okay. Anything and everything's fair game now. Walking along the side of the road and find something.
Yeah, he's good.
We've heard stories of kids picking them up right along this these dirt piles right here. Was that pile there yesterday?
Yes, it was.
That one right there?
Yes, John.
Okay.
A lot of people were digging there yesterday.
Yeah. Imagine so. So there's 4 acres of area to dig. This is the area where the new stuff is. I don't know if you can see in the camera. This is a little bit darker dirt than that. Well, let's come over here. Alright, get you a panoramic view. I know I don't like looking at these, but maybe it'll come out alright with this camera. It is just an absolutely beautiful scenery with all the hills and mountains. Not very hot. Off in that distance there, that's the prettiest view, if you can see it. So we're pretty much on the top of the dig area. Like I said, there's 4 areas, 4 acres of area that they dump. And this you might be able to see a little better in contrast. This darker is the fresher dirt that's been brought in, and this has been here a while. So you want to dig in that, and you want to look for a texture that's like peanut butter. You know, kind of thick, and that's where the good ones are. That's what everybody tells us. So that's what we're going to look for. And you're not allowed to chip up the rocks, which is a shame because some of these large boulders have some beautiful crystals on them. I'll show you an example. They just bring it in. Look at this. I mean, that's pretty. I don't know if there's anything left on there that you could take, but you're not allowed to pick away at it. The story they give is somebody was picking at the rocks and a chip flew up and hit a girl in the eye, and so there was no more picking rocks. So that's where we're going to dig, right there. So fingers crossed. All right, we've been here now for 2 hours digging. We've been digging the same spot. Look at that scenery. Good gracious, isn't that beautiful? Anyhow, let's see. Johnny started digging right here. I started digging right there, and we have cleared out all this area in here with digging underneath boulders and them falling. And then he's been digging here, and you know, we're passing up a bunch of stuff because it is hard to see. It's a little overcast, but we got almost a half a bucket full of some junk. That's a pretty one. You know, another one. So I mean, we are finding some you know, in the trash pile, I should say, that we're discarding. I don't know where it went. It's down here somewhere. We'll show it to you later. I found a finger size. It was pretty cool.
How about that one that you found?
The first one that we found today. Yeah, no, not yet. So the very first one was promised to Johnny, whoever found it. Of course, if he found it, he got to keep it. Within, I don't know, the first 5 minutes of digging, I came across this beauty. Oh, there it is. You know, it's got a lot of blemishes, but for us, nice Arkansas crystal. Ron Coleman Mine. There's a couple others down in here. So we're having a little better luck today than yesterday. Just a few people picking or digging, whatever you want to call it. There's a big family. That's kind of fun to see. So, if you can see her over here, she goes around helping people out, telling them about spots, giving them suggestions, and she has she's the snack cart. And you see her over there, she's digging as well. The staff's allowed to dig, and oftentimes if you work here, you get to dig before they open and after they open. So that's pretty cool. You know, today's Sunday, so no loads today. We're going to come out here tomorrow morning and dig a little when some new loads come in, and hopefully we'll find us a big one. That would be nice. That'd make this trip more than worth it. It's been worth it so far just for the memories, but that's why we're here. Hopefully he finds him something. Okay, we'll give you an update in a minute. So I turned my back for a second and the place filled up. There's people all over the place now. But I wanted to show you, you're not allowed to pick at rocks, you know, break them up, which is truly unfortunate, because look at this here. Look at those. Look at that. Love to pick some of these out of there. And then was walking back this way where Johnny is digging. And here's another one just absolutely full of crystals. Just absolutely full.
I see those bugs.
Yeah.
And they're full of crystals?
Yep. Yep. All full of crystals. That's amazing. And then watch where you step. We found this big boulder. Look at that boulder. And on it, the whole thing is just, look at that. Isn't that beautiful? But you can't pick them. You gotta leave them where they are. At least until nobody's looking. No, I'm not gonna pick at it. We got one more day of digging. I don't want to be banned from this place. So, here we go. Back to digging. Well, I gotta whisper, otherwise people are gonna run and take our spot. But we're getting tired. It's definitely lunchtime. So we're gonna leave this peanut butter spot, which is sad to do because it's one of the last peanut butter spots out here today. And we've been going steady for, I don't know, about 5 hours. And we just can't go any longer. We're tired. We're old men. So I guess we'll pass it off. Sorry about the wind. Haven't really found a whole lot more. But anyhow, we'll see. We'll come back later, try a different spot, or maybe this one will be available. Who knows? A little later in the day than we thought we'd come back. It's a little after 4. Loaded up with Tylenol And here we are back for round 2. Sunday, August 15th, 2021. We'll show you everything that we find at the end. We found a couple of really, really clear crystals, so it'll be fun. See you soon. Hey, good morning everybody. It's day 3. Johnny and Sandra have run off to the mine for one last time. It's Monday morning and they're supposed to be dumping some fresh loads. I'm too sore. I'm not used to this kind of stuff, so I didn't go, but wanted to show you some of the things, some of the better items that we found over a couple of days, not even full days of picking, just a few hours at a time. We've got some that we haven't cleaned, partially cleaned, but nothing special there. You know, there's almost everything in there's milky. We did find some, that's kind of nice, that's pretty, but you know, you can find that out in the mountains of North Georgia where we live. Nice. A few more pieces down in there you might be able to see, but some of the ones that we have cleaned off, and they're mostly just pieces. You can see how clear these crystals are, some of them, some clusters on rocks. This one here, I'm not exactly sure why we took this one. That might just end up as an outside rock. Again, this was the very first one that we found. You know, you can see right through it. Nice, good size. Still, everything still needs to be cleaned better. And then as far as you know, this one was really pretty here. Again, nice and clear, good size. You know, give you an idea of size. This was the clearest one that we found. And then just a bunch of little pieces, you know, that are worth putting on a shelf. You know, some of you collectors out there may think, oh yeah, you know, well, some of you would have taken this, and this pile is a reject pile, believe it or not. This is a pile of rocks that we've gone around to the other campsites and have found tossed aside. Some very clear tips and pieces and shards that are just, you know, the very, very pretty. Something that, you know, would help to adorn a shelf. This just needs to be cleaned up. This is a pretty nice little cluster. You know, and some more little pieces like that. So it doesn't seem like a lot to write home about. Hopefully the big one will be coming when they come back from the new piles. But my favorite piece of the entire trip is this one right here. It's as clear as glass. It's just a little piece, but it's an entire piece. That's a complete crystal. It's a tipped. That's pretty. That's a really pretty piece. So, to me, that was the highlight piece. That was going home with me. Some of these others we're going to send home with Johnny and have a good old time from that. Now, we're going to walk around the campground, my wife and I, because it's a pretty empty campground now on a Monday morning, and we're going to go through people's reject piles a little bit, you know, and because all of this right here came out of the reject pile. So we're going to see what we can find. All right, be back in a minute. Hey, real quick, we just finished breakfast, and this little complete crystal that I find to be so pretty, just to show you how special this one is. This is all the others. Tell me if that one just doesn't shine more than the rest. Right there, as if I needed to point that thing out. That's nice. Hey, real quick, This is this was from Johnny's first day of digging, and as I look in here, he's got some clear stuff. He this is stuff that he found on that first day and totally forgot about. We never cleaned any of it. There's some pretty little stuff in here. That's nice. Yeah, he found good pieces worth taking home. Oh look, that one's real pretty. We'll clean that one up. All right. Well, I'll have to tell him about this bucket when we come back. We forgot all about that bucket. All right, here we go.